Hi everybody, welcome to Wayward Souls. I hope you're all doing well. I want to talk about magic that's in the everyday life, because I feel like we don't recognize that enough. I really truly believe that life is spiritual and that we are all on our own personal journeys through life. We all have a story. We all have like this incredibly cool ability to experience being alive. And the things that we've seen that have wounded us, that have inspired us, that have shaped us to who we are today, like, to me, that is so incredibly spiritual, and that's incredible. And I also believe in consciousness and the connectedness within everything in life itself. And so how could we not understand that there's magic in everyday life? Because that life is magic. You know, many of us look to spiritual practices that are more typical and stereotypical for our spiritual journeys in order to teach us things. And those are amazing, and I love those too. But true magic lies within our everyday lives and learning to follow our own authentic truths. Spirituality is simply understanding that there is an interconnectedness in life and everything that's in it, good and bad. There's so much more to life than our limited perspectives into our societal structures. And so when you open your heart and mind to the connectedness of the universe, you start to see and feel more of this connection and more of these synchronicities and serendipitous events. Everything starts to feel completely connected. And it's really, truly amazing. It's been amazing for me and my journey through life. And spiritual teachers are great and all, and they can be really helpful and as very good guides and things like that. But at the end of the day, it is you and your intuition. It is your life. It is your purpose. Only you are going to know what's truly, truly best for you. So take a wise person or a medicine person's advice. Yes, but don't make that a religion for yourself. Don't give your power away to a higher spiritual power. I mean, I believe in my spiritual teachers, and I believe in like God and goddess and ancestors and spirit. But I also believe in myself, and I know when to follow my own truth. And it's important to follow your own truth and not put a spiritual teacher or someone else on a pedestal to guide you through life. That is your journey. That is for you to figure out. For an example of magic in life. Okay, get this. This is my story. So I had a dream that I was basically dying and that I died. And I knew I was dying. I was basically on a train with my ex, and it went off the bridge, and I was experiencing falling in the train off this bridge, and I remember feeling like, okay, this is it. This is the end. I'm going to die. I'm ready. You know, once it happens, it's going to hurt, but then after, it's fine. And so I hit the rocks, we crashed, and everything felt kind of ruffled and muffled and out of sorts. And then this white light came with like a bit of like blue, and things just felt lighter, and I felt free and safe and like new. And so I felt like that dream was telling me, because I was still living with my ex at the time. Like, I hadn't moved out yet. And I knew that dream wasn't like literal, I'm going to die. It was a new phase of your life is coming. Like, the old you is basically dying. And so that dream was amazing. So I go to the park the next day. I go my foresty park that I lived near. And I see this older, delightful hippie guy. I just run into him at a park bench, and he starts chatting me up, and he says, never be afraid of death. Death is only a transition. Which was incredible because I was just dreaming about that, right? like the coincidence there. He says, he's such a funny man. He says, I was fine before I was alive, so I'll definitely be fine after. And he was so funny. And then he gifted me a joint after he told me some really cool stories about life. Like, to me, that was such a magical experience. Not just because, like, it was so magical that I had just had this dream, like, preparing me for death and endings. And then to meet this man to, like, speak that to me. Sometimes we're spirit guides to each other and we don't even know it. Like, that's the incredible thing. That's the everyday magic. It could be in these coincidences with strangers, you know? And then on top of that, I had the most amazing conversation with this guy, and he told me lots about, like, history and life and music and his experiences. Like, his story is so amazing. Like, I could tell this man wouldn't be like a stereotypical spiritual man, but this man is a spiritual man, and I am so grateful I met him. And he also gifted me a joint after, which was amazing. Like, it was honestly the most magical experience ever. So then after that, a week later, I have found a place to move into, and that came with its own whack of serendipitous experiences around that. But that dream was literally preparing me for a change in my life, and it sure did. And I love my new place. So what happens in your life? Think about the things that happen in your life that are so coincidental that you end up in places, or that, like whatever it is that your dreams are telling you, or things that strangers say when you run into them and you have those random moments with them. Like, just be open to hearing messages from the universe, from the world around you, because there is magic in everyday life. There is crazy, connected, serendipitous things like this. There is telepathy that we have with each other. Check out my video on telepathy, by the way. I'll link it below. Teehee. And yeah, it's life to me, as hard as it's been and as dark as it can be for many of us. It's got this beauty to it. And I think it's important to recognize magic in the everyday life. Okay? I think that's all I have to say, guys. I love you so much. I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you all take care. Love you. Bye.